Today is the day, Sunday afternoon. The roof has arrived, so I'm going to spend the next, hopefully, hour or so trying to fix it up. I need to work out how to make it sloped first. Should be interesting. I need to first actually work out how I'm going to attach it to the roof and make it slope. So I'll be using some of the CLS timber, I think, to get it at the right angle. So I'll get the sheets out now and show you guys. Right, thin metal corrugated sheets from Amazon, 12 of them per pack, £60 per pack. They look like they'll be alright. Screw them down. Packs of 12, each pack 7 meters squared, and the size of each of these is 129 centimeters by 46 centimeters across. So what I might do first is actually lay these out on the ground, just in the shape of the roof, the right size, just to kind of get the right layout, work out where I want these cross beams, because I want them to overlap, ideally on the cross beams. I'm just going for a kind of a pitch like that, so just straight up. I don't want any like central high points, just enough to allow the rain and the snow to roll off. Right, trying to keep this as simple as I can. I'm going to make a square frame with a centre beam support, screw all that together so it's just a flat surface to drill the roof into. So the centre is going to be obviously supported by that. And then we'll make some angled risers out of the offcuts of the timbers. So we'll have pitched roof, and the outer frame will be just angled with these risers. I think it might be easier to try and screw it into place down here on the floor, and then get a couple of people to help me lift it up onto the roof up there. Right, to get one of the ends raised, what I'm going to do is clamp these 3 blocks together, cut them off at the same height, and then cut an angle off them all as well. And then that'll keep one side higher than the other up. Right, I'm currently up on the roof in the dark with a head torch trying to get this done. Basically it's going to rain tonight, so I'm trying to get the roof done ASAP. Screwed down. Not so fussed about the sides in here, but as long as the roof's sealed from the top, I think we'll be okay for one night. So I'll try and film as much as I can. Plan has been, I just kind of eyeballed it basically. Slightly higher on that side, slightly lower on that side, screwed in, and then swing out this middle ridge beam for the steel sheets to screw into. Right, kind of works. I'm going to silicone any holes up after I've done. However, this first panel is in place. It's secured quite well actually. So I'm going to run that strip down there, overlay the second half on top of this, screw that in, go down there, and that'll do for tonight. Third panel is down. Pretty solid actually where I've screwed it in, which is nice. Making progress. Right, I've done one half of the roof. It's just starting to rain, so I think I've been defeated. I'm going to cover that half with the tarpaulin, and we'll see how well this half works. So I'll show you guys in the morning where we're at. See you tomorrow. Right, it's a few days later, we're back on the roof. As I think you saw in the last clip, at night I was kind of screwing these down along the outside at least. I haven't done the inside yet. That is today's job, or this evening's job. It has rained quite a bit, and pleased to say it held up nice and waterproof, so it's looking good. Next step for me now, spin the camera around. I'm just going to have to attach the front edge of the roof to the actual ceiling itself. We've got some brackets to screw those points down. I've already done the back, and then we'll be sheeting up the front portion of the roof, and then we're done. Mission accomplished for now. Do need to screw down a couple of the middle ones just a little bit more, but this will do for the time being. It's pretty solid, at least around the edges. A few of them down the middle, but I still need to, yeah, it's a little bit loose in the middle, so let's get that down. Might leave it there for today. It's about 7 p.m. The roof is now watertight enough to start the insulation inside, so I think that might be tomorrow's job. Right, lovely day today. Going to use this time outdoors to finish up at least the lower portion of the OSB board. So I'm going to be screwing this in. Actually sits nicely on the centre stud. However, I'm just going to have to add an extra strip of wood down there to attach this one in as well. Reason for doing this now actually is insulation's arrived, so I will be insulating the inside once these are up. I'm going to screw in a couple of these little wooden blocks just at the base down there to rest the board on. Yeah, because it's a little bit tricky doing it by yourself. So yeah, hopefully you can see how that works. Got these little scrap bits of timber, create a level platform, rest it on, and then screw it in. Nice and solid. Basically just so that I can screw the wood panelling into something. This is the final big lower panel to go on, and then it's just the top half of the sauna. Right, we're looking real good. Let's do a 360. This is the back wall, side wall, done. Front, nearly done. And the rear window wall, half done. I'm actually all out of panels now, so I can't finish up the unfinished sections. So I'll probably go to B&Q later this evening to pick up some more. There's a few key things that I need to get done. I've had some good deliveries, including all these decking lights. If you can see those there. So I've got 10 of those. They're going to go around the lower inside of the benches. I also got the insulation, 2 big stacks of the Rockwool insulation, and then the aluminium foil insulation membrane and vapor barrier. So that's obviously for the inside. However, prior to installing any of that, I've got to cut a lower ventilation hole that's going to be kind of by the ground, by the actual fire, the stove, because basically what that means is as the stove heats up, it's going to draw in the cool air from the outside, heat up that cool air, send it through the sauna, and then in the back corner I'll have a smaller kind of outtake vent. And that will allow for like pretty good airflow through, but keeping that air nice and hot by having that ventilation hole close to the stove, so we won't get cold air rushing through. It will be nice hot air circulating around and then gently coming out of that exhaust exhaust duct thing. So yeah, before any insulation work gets done, those 2 holes need to be drilled. I'm actually going to do the lights on the outside of the vapor membrane foil. I'm not going to put them in the insulation and drill them through, have them poking through. I'm just going to like stick them to the foil insulation, and then over the top of that will sit the wood panelling, and then obviously the lights will sit inside that wood panelling. Right, the weekend is here. It's Friday evening, so I'm just going to crack on with a bit more of the sauna. I think I mentioned in the last clip, I'm going to be doing the ventilation for the sauna. So I'm just going to drill a couple of pilot holes down here where the fire's going to be, and in the top corner, just so I know where to actually drill the main hole, which I won't do yet. I'm going to sort out the insulation first, but I just want to get something in there so I know where it's going to be. time to get insulating. Finally, I've been putting it off long enough. I've got myself some overalls because I feel like whatever insulation this is not going to be good for getting on your skin. A mask and some goggles as well, so don't breathe in whatever fibres get kicked up. So yeah, let's do it. Right, that is the lower portion of the insulation done. It's looking pretty good. Pleased with that. I've actually got loads of offcuts, just fitting it to size. So I want to see if I can lay those horizontally and stack them up just in one of the panels just to use them up. I've still got about 4 or 5 panels of insulation left. So I'll get this back wall done. Actually no, I'll get this side wall done at the top. The insulation is actually pretty good. Just rock wool, kind of soundproof thermal insulation. Ordered it off Amazon. 60 quid for 9 panels, so pretty good. I'm going to order another stack of 9 and that'll finish off the insulation in here. We are back. It's probably a week since I've last had a chance to do anything. I've been fucking ill, bad flu over the last week, and then this weekend, army training weekend, so fully out of action. I'm not sure if this is a new episode or not, so if it is, welcome to the episode. If it isn't, I'm covering whatever I just did about a week ago, which I think was finishing the insulation. So we've got the fibre, well, this is ceramic fibre insulation in. There's a few panels that I'm missing. I can't be bothered to order a whole nother roll, get it delivered, etc. Went up in the attic, there's a load of spare fibre board, like expanded polystyrene type insulation. So I think I've got enough to do the remaining few wall panels and the ceiling. Probably talked about that in the last clip, maybe. So we're going to get that in place. See if we can do the ceiling. If not, it's not essential, right down. Then we're going to do the foil. So the foil aluminium insulation, get it wrapped round, taped up. Try and get that done tonight. I've got about an hour and a half of light left. If not, I've got an outdoor like work light thing I can put in, hopefully. And if it comes off on camera, then I'll carry on into the dark. If it doesn't, we'll do some more stuff tomorrow. So insulation, foil, boom, done. Then that'll be it for today. Tomorrow we'll finally get started on preparing for the seats and the panelling for the walls, which I will probably order tonight. We're basically done on the inside. I just want to get it done on the inside so I can start fucking using it, and then I'll sort out the outside. Get the stove ordered as well. So yeah, let's get this mask on. Just because I haven't had a chance to clean up in here after doing this fibre insulation. We'll get the foam stuff cut, right size, in place. We'll go from there. So let's go. Right, we are looking all good. The insulation, the walls is all done. A few small gaps over there. Wooden beam. Going to be putting a hot shower on the outside of the sauna. But all good. That'll do. Insulation is boring as hell to do. Glad it's fucking done. So nice big mess inside. We're going to move all the tools outside, get the wood out, sweep everything down, clear it all up, and then we'll do the foil. That'll seal it off. Got some foil tape. It'll be nice, clean, ready to build onto. Nice and clean. Now let's do the foil. Right, we are looking real good. 2 of the foil layers done. Run out of staples, so I'll be order those on Amazon. Finish the top layer tomorrow. Before I finish up tonight, I've got the aluminium foil just going along the seam. Just to finish that up. So yeah, we'll get that done. Using light as well. And then yeah, so we'll see you tomorrow. Right, that is done. See you guys tomorrow. Evening guys, right, we're in a pretty good place. Foil the first 2 layers. There's 1 more layer to do. Just patting this camera up. But I need some help with that because I can't fucking reach. So yeah, second pair of hands this evening to do that. However, first, we're making good progress. I've ordered the paneling, the inner paneling for the sauna. So I've gone for some shiplap spruce. Not too expensive. I think it was about 400 quid, enough for the inside and possibly even one of the outside walls. That should be here in the next couple of days. So I need to prep the inside for that. What I'm actually going to do now is start to frame out where the benches are going to go and frame out the timber that the interior paneling is going to actually like nail into. So I'll be putting some kind of framing studs around the inside, running around the length for the paneling, and they will also be what the seats fix into as well, or when I make the seats, that's what they fix into. Right, let's measure these up and get the saw out, ready to go. we're looking pretty good actually. Got the 2 parallel beams running all the way around. Ooh, dizzy. This is actually going to be the height of the seating. Let me just flip the camera and show you. So there's going to be a third kind of battening around the top as well, but this is what the vertical panelling is going to screw into. This is also then what additional support is going to get tied into on top. So the lower battening is where the lower portion of the seating is going to go. It's approximately 70 centimetres from the ground. The second tier of seating is about 60 centimetres above that lower portion of the seating.